World Series Game 4 coming up. It's the Toronto Blue Jays against the St. Louis Cardinals. Some great MLB action on
The Toronto Blue Jays are on the fly as they look for an interleague win on the road. The tradition of Sunday Night Baseball. Welcome, everybody. 2K Sports on Major League Baseball. Ticket sales for this one, 49,000 plus. Let's take a look at who's going to be starting for the Cardinals. Steve, he's got a focus here. Toronto hitters. What's he thinking about?
Oh, sending a good lefty to the mound in this ball game here, but this is a great lineup. A lineup that can really beat up even some of the best pitchers in the game. So he's going to have to be on top of his game in order to do it and rely upon that movement on his pitches.
Chance now to check the lineup, this time for the Blue Jays. In our scouting report, John, who are we watching for today?
Well, Brett Lawrie's a guy that made it to the big leagues because of his bat. He's moved around defensively in the minor leagues to some different positions. To me, in my opinion, I think
Brett Lawrie leading it off. Steve, how about the Cardinals? How's the matchup for them today?
Well, you could talk about scoring runs all you want, but it all starts.
Swing liner back up the middle. And he's on. First batter up. That could be a good sign offensively.
well, that's the start they wanted right there. You get the first guy on with the inning, no outs. Big things could happen now.
Descent gets a turn here. And Steve, as far as their starting pitching is concerned, they've got a pretty capable guy out. Swung on, liner to right. That looks like a single. And now's a good time to take a quick look at how the St. Louis Cardinals will look defensively.
Gary, in a game like this, they need to play solid defense, especially against a lineup that can put the ball in play like this team can.
Epps is the batter. To second, there's one. And two, double play. Bullen in the box now. Third, that's Lawrie. There's a swing and a ball hit high into the air, deep to right field. Goodbye, home run, Blue Jays. That puts them up on the board. And so they jump out to the 2-0 lead. Wow, what a great time for a two-run shot like that.
It's all about offense. When you're behind somebody, you got to get things going. That's what Toronto did there. Blue Jays out in front. Now they're going to look to pad the lead.
That one's drilled to short. And another hit. They're really gunning right now.
Well, 2 hits the last game, and you can see he was getting a little confidence as that game went on, and he's carrying it into this one with another good start.
Graves batting now. Swings, hits this one pretty well. Deep right center. And this rolls all the way to the wall. And he's going to try for it. He's in there. Wow, tremendous hustle all the way from first. Little warm-up action going in the bullpen. That's a right-hander up and throwing.
Well, they're going to wait for the right-handed hitter on deck to get an out, and then they'll probably make the move to the pen. Oh, this is great patience at the plate. He lets the ball get deep in on the plate, comes in toward his hands, keeps his hands inside the ball, and drives it the other way.
You make yourself a hole. Now a bouncing ball to short. Clausen throws on to first in time to retire the side. He got a nice hit. And let's glance at Toronto's starter. And as he gets into this St. Louis lineup, Steve, what's the primary emphasis?
Sending a good lefty to the mound in this ball game here, but this is a great lineup, a lineup that can really beat up even some of the best pitchers in the game. So he's going to have to be on top of his game in order to do it and rely upon that movement on his pitches.
Good movement to that cutter, and he's in the hole now, 0-2.
I don't think he's going to waste any time right now. He's just going to go right at him with that 0-2 pitch.
Swung on and a ground to first. And he'll step on the bag. That'll be the first out. Now presenting our starting lineup. Here's what Mike Matheny's offense looks like.
It's a tough lineup to pitch to because a lot of contact hitters in this lineup. So they have good eye-hand coordination and seem to find a way to put the ball in play.
Goosewich up now. This one's grounded foul, wide of first. He deals. Good wood, hits it right back up through the pitcher. And he pulls into first base with that base hit. There's one down here.
A good piece of hitting right there with one out. Now let's see what they can do with him now that they've got a man on first.
And it's DiMaggio batting. Ooh, that one hit off the heel of his glove. And we'll take a quick look at the Blue Jays and their defensive alignment.
As you look at this club defensively, it's a team that struggles and ranks. In the bottom 5 in the American League, and that really does impact their ability to win ball games. They just give the opposition too many extra base runners, too many extra bases, and too many extra outs.
And they've decided to make a defensive change. First pitch he let go by, and it was a ball, 1-0. There's a swing and a ball hit well, deep, straightaway center field, back. And he drops back to the warning track to pull it in. Save your arm, do it by pitching only 8 times in 1 inning, 3 outs. Blue Jays 3, St. Louis nothing. And if you are just tuning in, hi, Gary Thorne along with John Crutch, Steve Phillips. We bring you Major League Baseball on 2K Sports. Collier at the plate now. He'll start us out here in the second. Bautista with a windup. Swung on the fastball, couldn't get to it, 0-2.
Get a little extra giddy up on that one as he just blows it right by him.
Swing and a miss. That's a changeup. Down on strikes, 1 out.
Well, they went soft with 2 strikes. They go to the changeup, completely fooling the hitter. Struck him out.
And Casey settles in. Well, he'll start the home half of the second. First AB of the game, he got a base hit that came off Bautista.
Now, I know he's able to get a hit off the fastball the last time, but I think you have to go right back there and challenge him again. And I'm not saying you have to throw it in the same location or the same eye level, but you have to be able to go back to using your fastball. You can't shy away from it.
And he fouls off another one. And another foul ball. Swing and a miss on the slider, 1 out.
Good movement, 89 miles per hour. Hey, Cam shows it to you. Well, 2 strikes, you have to try to fight off this pitch. You have to think away and adjust in. They went away, but he couldn't make contact.
Epps is up now. He'll get another shot after hitting into that double play last time up. Lined right at the second baseman. That one gets through for a base hit.
Well, that's all you can ask your hitter to do. Find a way to get on base, and he does with 1 out. That base hit right there. A little bit of momentum. Let's see if they can move him around and possibly score a run.
Bullen is the batter. Homered back in the first inning. And 2, a double play. 7 pitches, and it's done. That's how you save your arm and go deep into a game. Up next, A chilly night that seems to be getting a little colder as we play on, and happy to bring you our broadcast on 2K Sports. Batista up at the plate. He'll get us going here in the home half of the third. Well, lost control of that last pitch. That puts a man on base.
Well, this is something you don't see too often. Pitcher hitting pitcher. The question is, will there be retaliation?
It's Casanova at the plate.
Gary, we see that guy get hit with a pitch. I mean, sometimes, listen, as a pitcher, you just lose the grip on the ball. It doesn't come out of your hand the right way. You end up hitting somebody.
That curve is just a little bit outside. 1 ball, no strikes. And the question after you've hit a batter like we've seen here, Steve, is as a pitcher getting your focus back.
Yeah, but listen, it's only one runner on. Take a deep breath, get yourself back and settle down a little bit and make sure you're right.
Line drive. That's foul towards first. Checks him at first. First base trying to keep him close. The 1-2 pitch. Cut fastball misses, 2-2.
We're going with the cut fastball in the inside corner here. He tries to bust him in on the hands, but the ball runs back, just misses the corner.
Able to set him down there. Chalk that one up as a strikeout for him.
Well, credit the pitcher right there. Good 2-strike pitch down and away. Not much he could have done with that, even if he had made contact.
Goosewich has a turn in the box. Had a base hit his last time up. Set bat underway. 1-0 after that first pitch missed. Hit in the air, in right, foul territory. And looked for a moment like he had a chance to make that play, but not to be. Good moving cutter. And it's 1-2 now. Steve, let's take a look at what we've got from the pitcher.
How's he doing it? Well, he's doing it with that movement, location, velocity. He's got it all going on here, and they're just pounding him right into the ground.
Rung him up. Strike 3. Count that one as K. And it's DiMaggio batting. Bounced into a fielder's choice as last time. And the first pitch up the middle. That gets down. That'll put him on the tying run up. A prime chance for production for the Cardinals.
Well, even though they lost the last game, he had 2 big hits, and that's a good sign if you're the manager of this team. That he's starting to swing the bat really well.
Clausen is batting. 0 for 1 thus far. Strike started off the at-bat 0-1.
When you can hit your spot with that kind of movement down and into the hitter, you're way ahead of the game.
Oh, and he lays off the fastball. Good pitch, 1-1. The pitch. Slider misses, and it's 2-1. Now the 2-1 pitch. Lays off the breaking pitch. 3 balls, 1 strike. And a moment here to see how this pitcher has been mixing up his pitches.
And you know,
Swing sends this one on the line to right center. And that is in there. The tying run is on base. And he'll come in to score.
Well, you see the pitch down in the zone a little bit, but he got a good piece of wood on it and drives it.
What you like about that at bat is the discipline to keep the head in.
Well, I'll tell you what, he changed locations, went down in the zone. It's a solid piece of hitting.
Grimsley is the batter now. You try and rebuild momentum. Looked like they had lost it earlier. Right now it's coming back to it.
Well, with the bats like we just saw, you know they're gaining some confidence right now, cutting the deficit and getting themselves a little bit closer. Let's see if they can take the lead.
Good spot for the cutter that time, 1-2. Yeah, Steve, with that lead shrinking the way it is right now, you can just tell by watching. They've got the feeling they're back into this thing.
You just want to keep yourself in a position to close the gap early so you don't have a mountain to climb later in the game. The later it goes, the more difficult it is. Let's see what he does here.
Got a feeling on this visit to the mound there's going to be a little deep chatter going on.
I think a little heart-to-heart out there, a little challenge from the manager to see how he's doing. Also probably talking a little bit of strategy.
Here's the delivery. Struck him out. He gets out of this with just a little hurt. So they pick up a run on 2 hits, and they leave a couple. Cardinals doing a nice job. And here we've got Coleman to hit. So far, a 1 for 1 in the game off Bautista.
But I didn't seem to have any problem handling the sinker last time around. Was able to go down and get it Got to believe he's looking for it again.
In time for the out.
He could make a video on how to field his position. He gets over and makes it look easy. Solid fundamentals out at first base.
Graves batting now. A great electrifying batter. Look for the long ball. On to first, 2 away.
Well, nicely done there. He ranges to his right over to second base, able to plant and throw and get the runner.
Steve, how about the pitching performance so far today?
You move the ball around and you have movement on your pitches, and it goes a long way. These guys just keep hitting it into the ground.
Bautista with the windup. Back up the middle. Oh, my. He manages to get the glove on that. It's Casanova. Nova at the plate. He'll lead off for the home team here in the home half of the fifth. The first pitch. Fastball just misses. 1-0.
Well, a good pitch right there. He tried to get one in on his hands, but he just missed, though, in off the plate. Great pitch.
That catches the inside part of the plate. 1-1.
The scouting reports indicate when the count is 1-1, he's really aggressive. So I'm being real careful on this pitch.
Curveball just off the black, and it's 2-1. The 2-1 pitch. Now here's a grounder towards the hole. Throw one to first in time, 1 away. Goosewich is up now. How's he using the strike zone to his advantage? Here's a quick look at how he's been mixing locations.
I think he's been
a shot up the middle, and it is in there. That's going to bring the tying run to the plate.
Well, with one out here and a guy on first base, the last thing you want to do is hit into a double play. Let's see if he can stay away from that.
And it's DiMaggio batting. 1 for 2 in the ballgame. Change up just misses. 1-0. Inside on the slider. 2-0. Takes the 2-0 curve. That's a strike. 2-1. Comes set. Here's the 2-1 pitch. Takes a swing at that fastball, but doesn't make contact, and it goes even at 2. He delivers. Swung, ground ball to short. He picks it up. 1, and they get it. They turn 2. No runs, 1 hit, and no one left on base. Blue Jays still out in front. Epps at the plate now. Here we go with a breakdown of pitches that are outside the strike zone. We can see if he's getting the hit sharply towards the hole. That one's caught.
Garrett, I tell you what, I think he caught that one in self-defense. He couldn't even move. He had to just get the glove up.
Bullen is the batter. Homered back in the first inning. Swung on, line to right field. And in there, he's 2 for 3 today.
Well, 1 out and a man on first base. That big single right there gives him a couple outs to work with to see if they can push him across the board.
And here we've got Coleman to hit. Grounded out his last time up. Hit in the air to left center. That's 2 gone. Graves settling in. Drove in a run earlier in the game. A runner on first with 2 outs. And a swinging strike on the pitch from Bautista. 0-1.
Well, you talk about a big rip at such a slow pitch. Comes up empty.
Ends up foul. Almost got him to chase there. He pulled it back in time. 1-2. Oh, he takes off for second. Hit on the ground, up the middle. Throws on to first, side is retired. No runs on a hit. Clausen. In the box now. Now let's take a moment here to see the breakdown of the pitches that have yielded hits.
Well, guys, the slider's the pitch you notice. It's been hit 4 times. We've seen a lineup that knows they can put that pitch in play.
You know, it's a bit concerning how he's been hit when he's gone to that pitch. But you can't be too disappointed with how he's come out and pitched in this one. He's definitely given his team a chance to win.
On the way. Oh, tough one to lay off right there, that fastball. 1-2. The 1-2 pitch. And at first that one was going to look playable, but nothing doing. It got away. Now a swing and a shot toward second. In time for the out. Grimsley settles in. Struck out swinging last time. Beam will be called on to pitch. He'll be relieving for the Blue Jays now.
But Gary, I tell you, I probably would have let this starter go a little bit longer. I mean, better safe than sorry, but why burn the bullpen this early in the game if you don't have to? Save them, keep them fresh, make them right for the end of the game.
Ball lays off the curveball. Good pitch, though. 1-1. Good looking fastball. Called the ball, though. 2-1. He watches the fastball go by. Now it's 2-2.
He let that four-seam fastball go up and in the zone. It's up in his eyes. You can see it well. He just couldn't pull the trigger.
Fouled off. Oh! That swung on, hit on the ground. Bullen throws to first. He's retired. That's 2 down.
That's a nice throw by the third baseman to be able to nip the runner at first base. Good, solid footwork as he transferred the ball from his glove to his throwing hand.
Acampora in the box. 0 for 2 thus far. And starts him out here. Back up the middle. Laurie throws to first in time. That's 3 down. No hits, nobody left on. And a good defensive half inning. And it'll be the Blue Jays coming right up. It's Colon at the plate. Let's take a look here and see what his approach is against these hitters on the first pitch.
But Gary, you know, you take a look at it. What does it mean when he falls?
Swung on, grounded towards the hole. And that's out number 1 as he takes it to the bag. Collier up now. He was a strikeout victim last time through the lineup. Bautista with a windup. Hit in the air. This one's going well into the stands, off to the right. Good hard slider that time. He's in control in the count now, 0-2. This one's popped in the air, drifting towards the right side. 2 men have been put away. And we've got Beam batting. Dixon at the plate. He'll be the pinch hitter.
As the pinch hitter comes into the game now, it officially closes the book on this guy's day.
And it's fouled off. Hard grounded to short. Grimsley throws to first, side is retired. Nothing doing here in this half inning. Aguilera has the turn in the box. He'll start the home half of the 7th. Davies will be coming in to pitch in this game. He'll be relieving for the Blue Jays now. This one's grounded near third, foul. A swing and a foul off to the right side. Fastball misses inside, and it's 1-2 now.
Down 2 in the 7th. Get a runner on. You bring the tying run to the plate. Nobody out here. It's rally time. Start with base runners. Get somebody out. Pick up one of those cheap runs right now, and later hope somebody runs into one and hits it out of the ballpark. But cut this lead. Get a chance to take a look at this slider right here, Gary.
It's Fuentes at the plate. He had a single in his last time up. Here's the first pitch. The fastball is in there. It's 0-1.
A nice four-seamer right there. That one's clearly on the outside corner. He hit the spot.
Ball. Missed badly with that curve there. 1-1.
Now throwing that curveball down and in. He changes speeds to get the hitter off balance, but that pitch down and inside can get hurt if he leaves it hanging over the plate.
Swing and a liner to right center. That gets down. The tying run coming up. And maybe he wanted to waste that pitch. It just didn't get far enough away or up high.
Well, it was still caught a little too much of the plate, and the batter took advantage of it. Good focus at the plate. Well, now hitting for the pitcher in this situation, he just has to try.
Now here's one hit softly up the middle, and he's got it now. That's one out. Back to first, not in time. Not quick enough on the relay. It's Casanova at the plate. Ground out victim last time through. Now the first pitch. Oh, curveball misses badly, 1-0. Ready with a 1-0. Looked at Davies' pitch, 1-1.
Velocity and location are absolutely critical. That pitch was exactly where he wanted to throw it.
And it's fouled away. Oh! 1-2 pitch coming. Slider swung on and missed. Struck him out. That's going to retire the side. No runs at a base hit. They leave one man on at first. Toronto's in charge here. Brett Laurie leading it off. Trying to get. And here, just 1 for 3 thus far. Gossage gets called on to take over the mound duties as they make the pitching swap. In there, and this is going to be trouble.
Well, you hate to see this as a manager. You go to the pen to get a different look in there, and he comes right in and serves up that extra base hit.
Descent gets a turn here. Lined out in his last at bat. Here's the pitch. Swung on line to right center field. And in there, second hit for him in the ball game on his 4th plate appearance. And the run gets in.
Well, he saw a pitch that he really liked, and he did not miss it. A really nice job with nobody out, keeping this inning going and picking up that RBI. Great, great piece of hitting.
Epps at the plate. Well, they've definitely got a rhythm going right now. Each player feeding off the other.
Well, they're taking advantage of add-on time, and the opportunities are there. They're cashing in, adding on to this lead.
And you hope the pitcher's a little frustrated. Right here, maybe makes a mistake in a bad pitch, and hot shot towards the hole. Over to second for 1. And they get 2. Great double play. first inning. The pitch. Swings and misses the slider. 0-1.
But when in doubt, when you're undecided, swing hard, and that's what he did. But he got the slider, and he swung through it, but a big, powerful swing.
And it goes foul. And he fouls another one off. And that's another foul ball. Fastball swung out and missed, and the side's retired. So they pick up a run on two. Goosewich is the batter. He's going to lead off the home half of the 8th. And here's the first one. That's swung on and a liner here. In time for the out. And it's DiMaggio batting. Trying again here, just 1 for 3 thus far. That swung on and flied to right. He catches that, and that's out number 2. Clausen gets a shot here. He bounced out his last time. First pitch to him. Foul! And it's fouled off. Swing and a liner to right center. And that gets through for a base hit.
Well, late in the game and you're behind by a few runs, you're going to need base runners in a 2-out. Base hit right here. Here, this team needs to string a few more together if they want to try to tie this one up.
Grimsley at the plate, wearing the collar thus far. It's going to be Kenley Jansen on the mound. He'll be relieving for the Blue Jays now. And with that right-hander warming up in the bullpen here, I'm not sure quite what they're thinking.
Well, with the left-handed hitter on deck, he's probably getting ready for hitters later in the lineup.
The 1-1. And here's a swing and a miss. He couldn't get that one. 1-2.
Well, you talk about not being in a defensive mode. This guy's swinging from the heels. A big swing right there. But that pitch gets by him anyway.
On the ground to short. Lowry's there. Throws on to first in time to retire the side. No runs on a hit, and they'll... And for those of you just joining in, I'm Gary Thorne, along with John Kruk and Steve Phillips. We bring you Major League Baseball here on 2K. And he got good wood up the middle. And the throw beats him to the bag. He is out at first. Graves up at the plate. Grounded out last time. Here's the pitch. Hit in the air. This one's going well into the stands, off to the right. There's a swing and a liner. Now it's 2 away. It's Colon at the plate. 0 for 2 thus far. He's going to lead off the home half. Half of the 9th inning. And he starts him out. Slider swung on and missed. 0-1.
Threes are wild. 3 outs left in the game. A 3-run lead. Go out there and throw strikes. 3 strikes.
Swinging a high chopper towards the hole. Graves in time for the out. Aguilera is batting. Struck out swinging his last time up. On the ground to first, Collier. And he steps on first. That's the second out.
I'll tell you what, the fans know how important this is in the World Series. 2 outs here in the 9th inning. They need a rally. They need something big to happen, trailing by 3, Gary.
It's Fuentes at the plate. 2 for 3 thus far. 0-1 count as that started off with a strike. Here's the pitch. Lays off the cutter. Good pitch, but it's 1-1.
Good running movement on that pitch, in on the hands for the hitter. He laid off it, couldn't do anything with it anyways.
And he looks at the slider in there, and it's 1-2 now.
Fans are on their feet right now. They know 2 strikes on the hitter. They need to keep this thing going.
The 1-2 pitch. Swung on, ground ball, maybe the end. And on to first for out number 3, and that's going to do it.
A tough loss here for this crowd today, but boy, do they see some kind of pitching performance from the visiting team.
All right, let's do it. Here's our player of the game.
Yeah, I mean, this guy came out and made this team look like world beaters today. Couple of hits, and he went big fly. All in all, it adds up to a nice day's work, and they come away on top.
And as they put the victory up in this one, they now sit enviably, we might add, just 1 win away from winning the series.
And you have to credit them. They've come so far this year, and now they find themselves just 1 win away. This has to be a gratifying victory.
This is Gary Thorne with John Truck and Steve Phillips. Hope